Do you have a memorable moment that you've had, whether it's basketball or golf, that like you just think about a lot, something you really enjoyed doing? I'm sure your first Masters was very exciting.
It was, oh gosh, 1996. The last of Greg Norman's collapses, had a 5-shot lead beginning that last round, lost by 4. So I was, God, 96. I was 22, 23. Um, God, you got me thinking. Most recently, it was kind of cool last year when Florida won the men's national championships in golf. To be there to interview JC and everyone after. You got me thinking. 2016 Ryder Cup, the day before it started, Arnold Palmer died.
Yeah.
And for 30 some odd hours, we were on without commercial, all about Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer founded the Golf Channel. He was, the king. So we're at the Ryder Cup in Minnesota at Hazeltine, and every player, an Arnie story. We had, you name it, everyone. I was going to interview Tiger. Only person to interview him all week. Met him at the hotel, 5:30. He wasn't playing. He was, I believe, an assistant captain.
Mhm.
One of the myriad of injuries he had. And with Tiger, you ask him a dumb question, he'll give you a dumb answer. He has no problem making you look stupid.
Mhm.
And I don't usually prepare interviews, but I had time. I'm like, I need to somewhat formulate a plan here. And I'll know within 10 seconds, is he into this or is he not? 9.5 minutes. Some of the best Tiger Woods stuff, I believe, that was ever out there. I took pride in that. People said that to me, which
Mhm.
made me feel good. And I knew immediately he was into it because it wasn't about him.
Yeah.
It was about somebody else. Um, so that's something that sticks because that could have, and I don't, the social media podcasts, they are what they are, but that interview showed up everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So felt, because no one else, he didn't
That's
do
pretty
another interview.
cool.
Yeah, no one else interviewed him that week. So um, that jumps out there. Oh gosh, I haven't done enough basketball yet to hopefully have that moment.
You have a basketball game that you would want to do? Like you have a matchup that you want to see?
That's a good call. My wife's a Wolverine. She was a great athlete at Michigan. My dad was a great athlete at Rutgers. So I didn't get either of those two with family ties, if you will. Um, I've only just gotten back into it, so I haven't been saying like, oh, I hope I can get X against Y. I've been lucky. I've done the Masters, the US Open, the PGA, the British, the Ryder Cup. You name it, I've probably done it. So, but that Tiger interview with Arnie jumps out to me because when I look back at it, I still say, yeah, that was, and especially Tiger about Arnie's passing.
Yeah.
And I was the only one who was afforded that opportunity. And uh, I thought did a pretty reasonably good job.
It's awesome. I'm gonna have to go watch it after this interview.
No. I'm going to give you one more. See, now you got me thinking.
Okay, okay.
You know, what? How well do you know the game of golf?
Basketball or golf?
Golf.
Pretty decently.
Okay, so Wyndham Clark won the U.S. Open last year
Mhm.
at LACC. Uh, 2013, yeah, U.S. Amateur. 5 minutes before we're coming on the air, Nota Begay, one of the walkers, tells Tommy Roy, the longtime NBC golf producer, hey, like I'm out here and I'm hearing this Wyndham Clark. His mom just passed away last week. Tommy Roy's in my ear, and Tommy Roy's the best in the business, but he demands a lot in a good way. I said, give me 2 minutes. I'll find out. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I can confirm it. We get the story in, he loses his first round match, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I came home and I said, I always kid around, like, I'm going to put that in my back pocket because there could be a time for that later.
Yeah.
He has an All-American year, cruising right along. I call the Oklahoma State coach. It's all about relationships, everything in this business. I said, this is what I want to do. You know me. I don't know Wyndham. I don't know anything. I know the story. Find out. Day or two later, he'll sit down. He'll talk with you. Great. Is his dad going to be there? Yes. Find out.
Mm-hmm.
First time I ever met him, tournament in Vegas, we sit. I got the kid in tears within 2 minutes. When we were done, my producer and I looked at each other. I said, we're the only ones that can screw this up. And I'm not a writer. And that was something I would encourage everyone to be a great writer. I dismiss writing. I'm an average writer. So become a great writer. I hated writing, still hate writing.
It's not my strong suit either, but
yeah. But I worked on that forever.
Mm-hmm.
And it has run with some tweaks 20 different times throughout the last 10 years about his mom's passing. And it ran in 2014. It ran in 2018. It ran the entire weekend of the US Open. And I sit here and I laugh. I'm like, it is by far the most rewarding story I've ever done. And that was 10 years ago. And the fact that it still had legs a decade later, ironically, Wyndham's mother was high up in the Mary Kay Cosmetics executive world.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, when my wife was at Apple, someone texted her and said, oh my God, we're all in tears. The story your son did on Lisa. And Kate's like, what are you talking about? It's not even like the head of Mary Kay Cosmetics got a hold of it and showed it like at their all hands meeting.
Wow.
And I was just like, and then later that year, Wyndham, is still in college, says, that's him over there. This woman comes up, gives me a bear hug, doesn't let me go. And thank you, thank you, thank you. It was Wyndham's mom's sister.
Oh.
And I'm like, again, it's golf TV. We don't save the world. That impacted people's lives. And if you're really bored, go YouTube Wyndham Clark Burkowski story. And so there are moments where you truly can affect people in a positive way. And Wyndham and I are best of friends. His dad and I text regularly, and we all go back to where it kind of all started for the three of us.
That's really
so
nice.
those are a few things that pop out to me.